The July 1, 2021, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching My Media Prime Television live from Douala, Cameroon. My name is Fon Quinter, welcoming you to the morning edition of Prime Flash, coming to you from our studios here in Cameroon's economic capital. We begin this morning in the west region of the Republic of Cameroon, where two suspected human bone traffickers are currently under custody after they were caught by elements of the Bafoussam Gendarmerie Legion with human bones. The two suspects, 42-year-old Bia Ewane and 38-year-old Ibrahim Dawa, reportedly dug up the bones in Fumba Noon Division. They fell into the hands of law enforcement officers after their supposed buyer failed to collect the human bones from them. Now, inhabitants of Ndamukong, a neighborhood in Bamenda 3 subdivision, northwest region of Cameroon, have decried epileptic power supply as they say they have gone without constant electricity for over 2 weeks, with no official statement from the electricity supply company. Some inhabitants have turned to alternative methods like the use of solar panels and generators in a bid to have electricity. They have called on officials to look into their situation. Now, an inter-urban transport agency operating in Kumba Meme Division, southwest region of Cameroon, has halted its activities over parking conflict with the Kumba City Council. According to officials of the agency, the City Council has suspended one of their bus stations, as we hear in the following report.
These are aggrieved workers of an inter-urban travel agency who claim the Kumba City Council has been preventing them from operating in one of their bus stations constructed following prescriptions given to them by the Ministry of Transport.
If they say we'll not operate for a year, I think they will not stop all your activities inside Kumba. Even for update, for load Yaoundé, Kumba Yaoundé, for morning time how we used to load, we will stop all those activities. Monjano will do any activity inside Kumba.
They say they have been operating here for about 2 years until when the then government's delegate to the Kumba City Council, Ngokele Victor, stopped them and asked them to construct a fence before resuming operation.
They give we a criteria more follow. Say until we fence the environment for we for carry our activities within the fence, not out of the fence, and at the exact thing what we do. After we do, we notify you, say we don't finish fence, one carry on our activities. He keep on giving us promises. He unmang the campus.
The manager says they have obtained all necessary documents and have all services following a transport terminal status they obtained from the Ministry of Transport.
We are having a bus terminal from the Ministry of Transport. That is operating. It is very efficient.
The City Council on the 29th of June 2021 stopped them from loading and offloading here and asked them to use the Boya Road General Park, a decision the transport agency turns down, stating that the place is not favorable for their passengers.
At the main park, we don't have toilet. At the main park, there's no facility of all those type of things as concerning agency.
Would they inside the main park will not get shared? Now raining season this and fighting too much inside the main park, then they harass Monjai passenger there on daily basis.
The terminal is saying that we should construct an agency which is having a toilet, a resting place, and where the drivers are also going down to rest.
At press time, the Kumba City Mayor, Mr. Gregory Miwano, stated that he will only react when the company will meet him with proofs that they have been authorized to operate a bus station in Boya Road.
Now, the lifeless body of the missing security guard buried under debris of the 7-story building under construction that collapsed on Wednesday, June 13, Bonaprizo, Douala, has finally been pulled out from the rubble by rescue units. After hours of search, the corpse of the security guard, who had been declared missing by the management of Akma Media Group, owner of the structure under construction. The victim on duty got trapped under the debris after it collapsed at about 4 a.m. while his colleague, who sustained injuries, is currently receiving treatment. Co-rider Fon Maurice has died after running into a white pickup parked by the roadside in Bafoussam West region of Cameroon. The 37-year-old motorcycle rider is said to have died on the spot, as we hear in the following report.
The recurrent deadly accidents in the West region of Cameroon is becoming quite disturbing to many, as every now and then, deadly accidents are being recorded in this region, leaving families in tears because they lost a loved one. In the early hours of Wednesday, June 30th, 2021, the population of Muda, located in the Bambutus division in the West region of Cameroon, woke up to yet another fatal accident involving a bike rider and a pickup. Born in 1984, 37-year-old Fon Maurice met his death as he ran into a stationed white pickup at the side of the road on Wednesday morning. Sadly, the man, who was still in his prime, died on the spot. According to eyewitness accounts, road users need to be more vigilant and responsible as they ply the roads and respect road safety measures.
On dit souvent, la route ne tue pas, mais c'est nous qui tuons la route.
It is often said that the road doesn't kill, but we kill the road.
De la part des usagers de la route, cette fois-ci c'est...
We have just witnessed a terrible scene by some road users of Cameroon. This time around, it involves a bike rider who, because of excess speed, collided with a station car. Unfortunately, he died on the spot. We seize this opportunity to call on all drivers, and especially bike riders, to moderate their speed.
Et surtout, les conducteurs de moto, à moins d'excès, surtout aussi au centre du peuple.
The remains of late Fon Maurice was taken to the Mbuda District Hospital mortuary by the Mbuda Council authorities while waiting for his family to join them at the mortuary. It should be recalled that in less than 3 weeks, there have been continuous fatal accidents in the West region, and Cameroonians are desperately imploring all road users to be more responsible.
News out of the country: more than 100 civilians abducted by militants in Mozambique's Cabo Delgado province have been rescued. According to the Army Commander Gustavo Chume, those rescued were mainly women and children, and they would be handed over to authorities for social support. On Tuesday, the government said its forces had killed more than 150 insurgents in Palma between 21 to 23rd of June. The Islamic State linked insurgents has been carrying out attacks in Cabo Delgado since 2017, with more than 2,500 people killed and over 900,000 others displaced. Now, 2 people have been arrested in Uganda for giving out fake COVID-19 vaccines. It is believed that they may have injected up to 800 workers at the private companies that had arranged vaccinations for their staff. They were charging between 100,000 Ugandan shillings and 200,000 Ugandan shillings per jab. State House's Health Monitoring Unit says it received a tip of their local leaders that the 2 were traveling around some neighborhoods of the capital, Kampala, claiming to be hospital health care workers. The country is battling a second wave of coronavirus with an increase in severe infections and deaths. And Burkina Faso's President Roch Marc Christian Kabore has taken over as the country's defense minister in cabinet reshuffle announced on Wednesday. The president will be assisted in the role by Colonel Moch Barthélemy, according to a presidential decree. It comes more than 3 days after President Kabore had asked the opposition to postpone its protest scheduled for July 3 and 4. Opposition leaders said the protests are meant to pay tribute to victims of terrorism and also to denounce the government handling of jihadist violence in the country. We've come to the end of the morning edition of Prime Flash on My Media Prime Television. My name is Fon Quinter. Coming up next is In the House with Eileen Summer. Stay with us.